Hello and welcome to the Ballet Pianist, brought to you by the Academy of Ballet Accompaniment. My name is Joe Cianciulli and I am the founder of both the Academy and the Ballet Pianist online course, and I am extremely excited to share my experience in this exciting field with the intention of guiding the next generation of pianists to a career at the ballet. Now, over my decade-long career, serving as principal pianist, full-time pianist, and artist in residence at some of the top ballet companies and universities in America, I have developed, I believe, the quickest and most effective path to propel any pianist to a successful career as a ballet accompanist. Now, I have served as principal pianist to the Pennsylvania Ballet, full-time pianist to the Tulsa Ballet, full-time pianist to the Hart Conservatory, artist in residence to Temple University, and guest pianist to over a dozen of America's top ballet companies. We don't just believe in your success, we guarantee it. Now, in this first lesson, we're going to dive into our course syllabus. So prepare pianists to embark on a career that is high in demand, that offers immense room for career growth, and that offers incredible flexibility of time to any pianist who is properly trained for such a career. Your career at the ballet as accompanist starts now. Going to jump right into our first module, our welcome module. We're going to be starting by talking about our syllabus. So just a little about myself. I don't want to repeat things that have already been said, but my name is Joseph Cianciulli. I am the founder of the Academy as well as the creator of the Ballet Pianist online course. I have had extensive training as a ballet pianist, both in the field and privately. Unique to my own training, I also danced professionally. I grew up in a household of studio owners, so therefore I was involved in voice, dance, and piano growing up. And when it came time to pick one for college, I did not choose one. I chose to double major and minor, double major in concert piano and voice and opera, and then minor in dance performance. So I danced for the Louisville Ballet. I retired from the ballet to pursue my operatic career, my operatic training. And while I was pursuing my training in opera, I was playing for the ballet. So I bring a bit of a unique perspective to the career as a ballet accompanist. I started as a part-time pianist, and I worked my way up to principal pianist very quickly because of my experience as a dancer. And I'm hoping, it is my hope that through this course, you will also have a quick ascension to whatever role you choose to take on at the ballet, and that you have the option of choosing full-time or part-time work based on your training here. So moving right along, so what we'll discuss today are going to be the class details, the requirements for the course, and the goals for the course. So the requirements of this class, or the requirements for this class, you will need the Ballet Pianist guide that is provided. It is an ebook provided and created by the Academy of Ballet Accompaniment. We collaborated with a number of other principal pianists that we trust, one from Houston Ballet, another one from Pennsylvania Ballet. They kind of did the editing and revision of the book. You will need a computer. It goes without saying, an online course requires a computer, and you will need a piano keyboard. Now, if you are just maybe in an apartment setting and you don't have an acoustic piano, a keyboard will be just fine. You don't have to have the full range of an acoustic piano. While it is preferred by myself to have an acoustic piano, a keyboard will be just fine for our purposes. The required book and references. The Ballet Pianist book, which is provided, is required. You will be kind of referring to that throughout the course modules and lessons. We recommend the Marina Sorgin Live. They are 3 volumes of ballet-specific music for pianists. I have trained a number of pianists, a couple of which who have now received full-time contracts with a number of major ballet companies, and they when I was training them, I used the Marina Sorgan books. I recommended those to them, and they walked into class with an immense amount of comfortability with just knowing that they would have music to play for every exercise. They are maybe a little bit on the pricey side. I think they are between $35 and $50, depending on if you get the PDF or the actual paper book. Doesn't matter which one you purchase, but it is highly recommended that you purchase the Marina Sorgan Live. I do not receive any kickback from Miss Sorgan. I did reach out to see if she wanted to collaborate, and maybe that will be something that will happen in the future. But I received no kickback for recommending her. I just know from my own experience, it is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful resource if you are preparing to jump into ballet class very, very soon. The third required listening is going to be the Academy of Ballet Accompaniment recordings. They're found on Spotify and iTunes. There's one with Disney music. There's one with a musical theater for ballet, and I believe there's one with just general tunes for the ballet. It is just recommended that you have some type of resource that you can go to listen to music for the ballet, because it will help immensely in the beginning stages of learning how to play for the ballet technique class, to hear what types of music fit for each exercise, and more importantly, what types of music that are not classical fit into each exercise, because as we'll discuss later, many pianists come into classical ballet thinking that all the dancers and the teachers want classical music, and they are surprised to find that they do not. They want musical theater, they want show tunes, they want pop music, they want rock music, they want Disney music, they want to hear popular music, and it's fun to them. It's fun for them to try to guess what music you're playing or what music you're going to play next, but it does take some preparation to be able to play or fit these types of musical tunes into the ballet setting. So we will be talking about that later on, but finding some good recordings like those provided by the Academy of Ballet Accompaniment will be a real asset for your learning. Now, the goals of this course: increased versatility, profitability, and networking. These piggyback off the benefits of becoming a ballet pianist. Now, versatility: whether you aspire to be a concert pianist or a piano instructor, learning to successfully play for the ballet will significantly increase your artistic versatility. Pianists, if you don't want to play full-time at the ballet, that's fine. There's no problem with that. But there is immense versatility with being able to play for ballet classes. It's one thing to be able to accompany a singer or a musician, but it takes a very special and specific type of accompaniment for the dance studio. And those, I will say, those that came in with a lot of apprehension and worry surrounding not necessarily being the most comfortable with the ballet setting, within a couple months of training, really preferred the ballet accompaniment to other forms of accompaniment because of, one, how respected you are, two, how beloved you are. The teachers love live music. I have not found a teacher who did not love live music. They all appreciate live music. They all highly respect the pianists who come in. So being able to play for the ballet class adds a certain level of versatility and job flexibility, because you need to remember that the ballet pianist is not only employed for evening hours. There are day hours with the company and the professional school. There are evening hours with the recreational program and the night school. So there are hours all day that require a live ballet accompanist for the classes. In addition, if you were interested in becoming a more of a rehearsal pianist or an orchestral pianist, you are going to have to play, as I will harp on later, you are going to have to play for the ballet. You are going to have to play for a ballet technique class. You are going to have to be proficient at the ballet technique class. You cannot just come into a ballet company and just step into a rehearsal pianist role. and not expect to have to play for ballet technique class. This is something that's expected of all pianists. Now, number 2, profitability. Ballet pianists often enjoy full-year artistic contracts with much of the summer free. Through their study of ballet piano, they are open to the possibility of increased profitability. So you have a lot of flexibility as a ballet pianist. You have a lot of potential for career growth and obviously financial growth as well. You will be collaborating with a number of different artists, which is going to lead us into number 3. But besides collaborating with other artists, you're going to have the opportunity for artistic contracts, whether part-time or full-time. If you decide to aspire to a higher role, you have immense room for growth within the organization. You can go from a part-time pianist to a full-time pianist to a rehearsal pianist to an orchestral pianist to maybe doing some administrative work. So there's a lot of opportunity for full-time work that's not necessarily just playing for ballet technique class. Now, jumping right over to number 3, network. You are going to have the opportunity to collaborate with guest artists, to conductors, to visiting choreographers, artistic directors, administrative staff, costume designers. The list goes on and on and on. You're going to be able to network with these people, and you would be surprised with how much extra work you receive from these colleagues. I received a number of YAGP requests, which is Youth American Grand Prix. It's a major competition for ballet dancers, of just people recommending me, and I was highly paid. I was flown out. I was put up for the time I was there, and fed, and it was a wonderful experience. Each of the times I got the opportunity to go. So you will have an opportunity to network with a range of artists. You have to remember that there's even film producers who come through ballet companies when there is a film that is requiring dancers, like most recently West Side Story. So remember, you are going to have the opportunity to broaden your artistic network and possibly not only have these connections for the rest of your life, but also to build trust with these individuals so that they may recommend you in the future for other jobs. Now, we touched on some of these, but the ballet pianist benefits. Number 1, trained ballet pianists are high in demand. They really are high in demand. A trained pianist in ballet is very, very difficult to find, and that was kind of what encouraged me to create this course in the first place. There is really no formal training online for ballet pianists that is from the standpoint of the dancer and the pianist. So I wanted to bring that to you all and give you the opportunity to learn in a safe and easy environment and step into a position as a ballet pianist with much more confidence than say myself when I was starting out. Number 2, potential for full-time contracts. This is obviously a great benefit to any career path. The potential for full-time work, especially one in the performance field, where a lot of pianists spend most of their career doing part-time teaching, maybe part-time performances here and there. Number 3, various types of ballet pianist positions. We've talked about this. There are class pianists, there are school class pianists, company class pianists, rehearsal pianists, orchestral pianists. The list continues to move on. Number 4, potential for international career, as nearly all ballet companies need trained pianists. Now, if you are unmarried and young and single and you just want to see the world, you can very easily reach out to companies just simply through email and maybe sending a couple recordings, and very easily find yourself with an opportunity to audition for an international company like Royal Ballet, like Australia Ballet. These companies do hire out for their pianists, and they are open to bringing pianists from America over there for potential full-time work if they are trained properly, and they believe that they will benefit their company. Number 5, increased accompaniment skills. You will significantly increase your accompaniment skills, not just playing for dancers, but being able to multitask, being able to compose on the spot, being able to rewrite music on the spot. These are all things that will benefit you as a pianist in the long run and make you a much more versatile pianist. Number 6, and last, but most certainly not least, increase your artistic network and build trust with highly skilled artists, which we have already spoken about. So types of evaluation for our course. You will have short quizzes at the end of each lesson. And I should actually say module. So the modules will be the main grouping of lessons. So after that module, you will have a quiz on all the information that you've learned. You must achieve a minimum score of 80% on all short quizzes for the Academy of Ballet Accompaniment. It is just expected that you retain what we consider some of the most important information from each of the modules. That's why we say 80%. And finally, you're going to have a final exam. You must achieve a minimum score of 80% on the Academy of Ballet Accompaniment final exam. So, pianists, these are the two forms of evaluation. If you do choose to move on to our apprenticeship program, where we connect you with companies, you will have to play a certain number of hours in class with the company, and you will then receive your formal certification diploma through us following the successful completion of this aspect of the course. Regardless, you are still highly trained before doing this. Say you decide not to do the apprenticeship program, you will still walk away from this program with a set of skills that are extremely unique and can be used in almost any company in the world. However, this just adds an extra layering to your potential growth as an artist, as a ballet pianist. It allows you to jump right in and start making contact with companies and start getting work and start building that trust right out of the program. If you're interested in this program, the apprenticeship program, reach out to us at the Academy of Ballet Piano at gmail.com, or you can reach out to us by phone at 215-802-3238. Thank you very, very much, and we will see you for lesson 1.